No, this.
Okay, so hopefully everybody can hear us now. So what we've done there is we've gone to Raspberry Pi projects. We've gone to Google and we've searched for Raspberry Pi projects. Alright, so we'll click on Raspberry Pi projects, and if we click on Code Club at the top, and we'll look for Scratch on the left hand side. We'll click on module 1 and we're looking for Rock Band. So what the nice people at the Raspberry Pi Foundation have done is they've created these project resources, and they've made them really easy, broken it down step by step so that we can follow through and complete the projects. These projects, Code Club is aimed at kids 8 to 13, but I know adults to do them as well. So the other website that we're going to need is Scratch. So we'll go to scratch.mit.edu. So if you've not used Scratch before, Scratch is a block-based programming language which is aimed at kids. It's got the same principles as a lot of the programming languages, but it's broken down. It makes it really easy for the kids to do. So the way I like to do to lay my screen out is I'll take Scratch, and if you just keep your finger pressed on the tab, and we'll just take it as far as we can to the right, and then it just clips to the window, and we'll open the project on the left hand side, and then we will reposition our window slightly so that we've got more Scratch up on the right than the project. Okay, so we can go ahead and we can it's just a lag, Ben. So Ben's watching the video on the right hand side and he's seeing what happened about 30 seconds ago. There you go, it's caught up. So if you haven't already had your parent create you a login, if you want to do so now, you just need an email address to sign up. You need a username and a password. Try and use a username that's not identifiable. Don't use your kid's name. So this is one that I created earlier. So the good thing about creating a login is that if anything goes wrong with the internet connection, the project's saved. Plus, you can save things and then come back to it later. Try and use a password that you can remember. Here we go. Okay, so I'll just give everybody a minute. As I say, if you haven't already created a login, if you just want to grab a parent and get them to do that for you. Okay, so let's get started. To create a new project in Scratch, just go ahead and click Create at the top, and that'll open a new Scratch project. Okay, so we've got our blocks. We've got different types of blocks, all color-coded down the left-hand side. That'll make sense when we open the project in a moment. We've got our middle bit of the screen where we add the blocks to. You literally just drag. You drag them back off to get rid of them. We've got a stage on the right hand side with Scratch the cat. We'll go into more detail about this as we work through the project. So, if we're looking at the project on the left hand side, it just gives us an introduction. So this is Rock Band. And if I just turn my volume up on the right hand side with scratch. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, so how are we going to do this? A lot of what Rock Band is it makes sounds. So if you can imagine, how are we going to do it? Bear with us. Can I mute YouTube? Yeah, excellent. There you go. So now, let's just go back in and turn the audio back on here. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear this. So there's a preview of the project, and we get a good idea about what it is that we're trying to create. So Rock Band is, we'll put some sprites on the screen, and we'll make them make some nice sounds. Okay, so that's kind of what it's going to look like. That's the preview. So what will you learn? Okay, so you'll use code to change Sprites costume in Scratch, use code to make sprites react to input in Scratch, add sounds to a sprite in Scratch. Okay, so that was the introduction. It talks a little bit about how to do various things. Okay, so Ben, do you want to sit in front of the computer? Okay, so the cat sprite that you can see is the Scratch mascot. You don't need it for this game. So get rid of it by right-clicking it and then click delete. So, yeah. So if you click on Scratch the cat at the bottom, yeah. Okay, so down here at the bottom, we've got the sprite and we've got the little bin icon in the top right. So we literally just click on the bin icon and then Scratch is gone. So that's done. So one of the things that we can do as we're going through the projects is we can put a tick as we've completed each task. So the next thing that it says is, if you want to do the next bit, Ben, just let's read it out first. Next, click on choose sprite from...
Oh.
Just bear with us.
I did. I think it's catching. No.
Alright, so just our 3-year-old wanting to come and do some Scratch with us. So next, click on choose sprite from library to open up a list of the Scratch sprites. So here down in the right hand side, if we click on this little icon, choose a sprite, and if we click on the magnifying glass, it opens. It breaks the sprites down into categories.
It would be music.
Animals, people. So you think it's music, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a look. So,
Drum.
let's start off by putting a drum kit on. So here we go. We can see that we've added a drum kit. Should we add another one as well? Do you want to go ahead and do you want to add the singer? So if you tell us what you're doing as you're working through.
So...
Okay, so can you use the search to find the singer, Ben? Excellent. Alright, so you've added the singer in as well. Okay, just bear with us. So, it says, we've got a little error up here at the top. Project could not save. Just click try again. There you go, that should have done it. So we've now got two sprites on the stage. We've got the singer and we've got the drum kit. Okay, so let's put a tick in there. Alright. So that's always going to be behind, Ben. Don't worry about it. So scroll down until you see a drum sprite. So we've done that, that's fine. We've added a drum and we've added a singer.
Drag the drum to the bottom of the stage.
Okay, click and drag the drum to the bottom of the stage. So we've done that as well. Okay, give your program a name by typing it in the text box at the top. So at the moment, if you see this at the top, this is the name of our project. And it's currently set to Untitled. Do you want to type Rock Band in there, Ben? Do you want to put Rock Band Ben? So if you put another space in. Excellent. Alright. So, okay. Then click on File and then Save Now to save your project. So we can do that, I think. We do File and Save Now. So my understanding of Scratch is it'll automatically save it for us anyway. It's like, I don't know, like Office where it'll save
and like
periodically.
Games and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Like building games, it saves your work automatically.
Okay. So, it just says about the fact that you can get an offline version of Scratch, but I think everybody's on the internet now, so. Alright, so, let's click Next. It's the stage. Alright. The stage is an area on the right, so we've spoken about the stage. It's where the sprites are sitting, the singer and the drums. And is where your project comes to life. Think of it as the performance area, just like the real stage. Alright, so at the moment the stage is white and looks pretty boring. We're going to add a backdrop, so if you want to add a backdrop, so if everybody looks in the bottom right hand corner next to the sprite icon, we can select the stage. And again, they're broken down into categories. So if you want to, let's choose concert. Choose concert, ma'am.
Obviously,
Right.
you can
So
choose
just
what you want.
reposition the sprites. So if you make it look like the lady standing on the stage. Okay, good stuff. Put a tick in this box. Okay, scroll down. Alright, and again, we've
yeah,
already done this, so put a tick in the box. Scroll down. Alright, so we've chosen a slightly different one, but that's fine. Click the cross, and then click on making the drum at the bottom. Alright, let's pause here for a minute. Let's give everybody the chance to catch up. Now, if anybody's got any questions, if you want to pop them in the chat, and we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll try our best to answer them. I think we can change it's on 110, so we take that down, and then everybody can see it a bit better, can't they? Just change the zoom level. Alright, so hopefully everybody's caught up. Ben, if you want to carry on doing it, so I'll just read it out to you. Now you will add code to your drum so that it makes the drum make a sound when it's clicked. You can find the code blocks in the script tab. Alright, and they're color coded. So I said before about the fact that there's these, can I just have a go? Your blocks are all color coded and they do various things. So we just need to do one other thing. It says click on the add extension button in the bottom left hand corner, and that's this one here. this little blue box at the bottom. So we click on that, and it says music, play instruments and drums. So this is just like, I think it would be called a library in programming. So it extends the functionality of what's already there. So we've added the extension. So we've clicked on, and we're going to do, and we just add the blocks just by dragging them on to the code section. So when this sprite is clicked, play drum, snare drum, and then it adds a duration of 0.25 of a second. So if we click on the flag now, we should actually be able to test that out.
I think it just clicks on the flag automatically by now.
I don't think it was running at that point, Ben. If we were to click stop, does it still work?
Yeah.
It does, maybe he's got a point. And what you'll notice is, when we actually click on the drum, you see a little yellow outline appears around the block to show it's working. Now the other thing that we can do is we can actually click on the code block as well. So there's two ways to test your code. You can click on the sprite, or you can just click directly on the code block. Alright, so let's put a tick in there. Click on the drum and try out your instrument. We've done that. Good stuff.
Challenge.
Okay. Okay, so I think we've actually added the singer in prematurely. What we're going to do, we've added the noise to the drum. Let's add the noise to the singer as well. So Ben, if you want to do that, okay, so click on the singer sprite at the bottom. Yeah, and as you see, the code area clears, and that's because there's no code on the singer. So again, if you just want to add the event in when sprite clicked, yeah, you finding it hard to use the touchpad? Yeah. Just position it to the left, just so that it's nice and tidy. All right, and now if you click on the music blocks, and we can do. So if you do play drum, is it that block, and then we'll just change it to singer? Okay, on the.
I think this is improving the drum, so.
All right, let's go back to that then.
Yeah.
Not to worry. So challenge: improve your drum. Can you change the sound of the drum? Can you change the sound that the drum makes when it's clicked? Okay. Well, we can, can't we? So if we go back to the drum, and we can do. Okay, so can you also get the drum to make a sound when the space bar is pressed and space key pressed? Now, if we press the space bar on, I just think YouTube's having a bit of an issue there. Bear with us.
I think it's just our
and
internet.
YouTube's back. Okay, so now if we press the space bar, or we can press the space bar. Alright, so it says, if you want to copy your existing code, right click on it and then duplicate. So what we can do, if you ever want to duplicate your code, you just right click and duplicate. Alright, so the next step is making a singer. So add a singer sprite to your stage. So we've already done that. Excellent. Let's put a tick.
Adding the scratch.
Now, if you need any hints on how to do that, you can click this and it'll tell you, but we've already done that, so we're not going to worry about it. Okay, so it says before you can make your singer sing, you need to add a sound to your singer sprite. Make sure you've selected your singer sprite and then click on the sound tab. So if we click on the singer sprite down here in the bottom right and up here, so we've got code, costumes and sound. So if we click on sounds, okay, and let's see, is there a library that we can use? Okay, before you can make your singer sing, you need to add a sound to the singer. Make sure you've selected the singer sprite. Is it this one here? Yes. Okay, so in the bottom left-hand corner, there's the sound library icon. In the same way that there's the sprites and background library, there's the sounds library as well.
And you would type in singer.
So, again, they're broken down into categories. So we want voice. And if we do singer 1, and we click play, and there's all various things you can do with the sounds, but that's all we want to do. So, if we go back to code, alright, so let's look, what does the project say? We've done this. So, to use the sound, add the following code blocks to your singer. Play, sound, singer 1 until done. So we'll click on sound, and we can see that that block's here. So we just move it across, and again, we can click on the sprite, or we can click on the code block, and it shows us what the code does. So we'll put a tick in. Okay, so click on your singer on the stage and see what happens. So we've already done that. We're going to put the tick, and let's just quickly do one more thing. So when up arrow pressed, and we'll just duplicate that. So now when we press the up arrow on the keyboard, it triggers the sound as well. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the costumes for the singer. So now you will make your singer look like she's singing. You can change how your singer sprite looks when it's clicked by creating a new costume. Click on Costumes tab and you'll see the singer's costume. So if we've selected the singer sprite, and if we click on costumes, so let's think, what do we need to do? If we duplicate it, so then we can see it's got costume 1 and costume 2. So what costumes allow you to do is to have your sprites in, so each costume would look different. So we're going to create a second costume for this sprite. So these sprites are made up of what are called vectors, which means that they're all they're made up of lines. We can easily manipulate them. They're not like JPEGs where you can everything's made up of dots and it's really difficult to manipulate. So what we've done there is we've just clicked on the arm, moved it away, clicked on the infill, moved it away, and then if we just draw a box, so we're just pressing the mouse button, drawing a box around it, and then that highlights it. And at the bottom we've got this option which allows us to rotate it. So if we rotate the arms to make it look like the singer's arms are in the air.
Then you need to about
I think we're alright. We're alright. So I mean, you guys, when you're going to save these projects, and you can take as much time as you want manipulating these sprites and making them look as good as you want them to. So there you go. We've created a second costume for it. So you can change how your singer sprite looks when it's clicked by creating a new costume. Click on the Costumes tab and you'll see. Okay, cool. We've done that. Alright, so just to reiterate, we right-clicked, we clicked Duplicate, we got the second costume, we've clicked on the second costume, and then we've played about with it to make it look different. so cool, we've done all these things, and then it says now that you have two different costumes for your singer, you can choose which costume is displayed. Add these two code blocks to your singer sprite. So we're going to go back to code, and we've still got the singer selected, and then we're going to manipulate the code blocks that are already there. So we're going to go to looks, and we're going to do switch costume to, so then if we click on this, alright,
and then it would obviously have to be switched back.
and then we need to add a block in that changes it back as well. So we're just going to add the same block in, and then on the drop down we're going to change it to singer 1. So then if we so we can see now the lady's arms are raising when she's singing. Alright, so we're just gonna duplicate the block, and we're gonna add it in to when the up arrow is pressed as well. So now okay, so we're just going to give everybody a moment to catch up, and if anybody has any questions, if you just want to pop them in the chat.
Somebody asked why does the video keep stopping?
So somebody says that they're having some issues with the video. So
I think
it must be the internet
on our computer.
Alright, so alright. So wax training, how are you finding it? Are you managing to keep up? Have you managed to do what we've done so far? If you want to put a comment in and let us know. Let's put a smiley face, so hopefully that's okay. Him or her. I'm not sure what kind of name Wax is. Hello. Alright, so let's... Cool. Wax says yes. Here we go. Click on your singer on the stage. Does she look like she is singing? She does. Alright. So now make your drum look like it's being hit. So if we select the drum, and if we click on costumes, so we can see that the drum already has two costumes. So we've got drum kit A, and Ben, stop typing, love. Come on, pay attention to this. Move back over here.
Okay.
Alright, so we've got drum kit A and drum kit B. So if we go back to code, we're going to add in... Alright, so switch costume to drum kit B, and then we need to add in so that it changes back. We're going to add it back to drum kit B. So now, alright, I don't know if you can see that, but just above the drums, there's a little like a vibration image. All right. So again, if we just duplicate this code, drag it down, get rid of this block that we already had, drop that in. So now again, if we click space, the costume changes on the drum as well. All right, so we'll click the cross, click the tick. We've done that. All right, so it says remember to test that your code works. So I mean that's really important as we're going through. We want to be testing the code to make sure that it's working. All right, so challenge: improve your band. Okay, so use what you've learned in this project to make your own band. You can create as many instruments as you like. Look at the available instrument sprites and sounds to get some ideas. So,
Piano.
Ben, come and sit here. All right. So, click on the sprites in the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh.
All right. So, can you find some more instruments? All right. Keyboard, good one. And you want to put that on the stage. So, if you just click on the sprite and just drag it up onto the stage. Yeah. Put it somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So, shall we... I don't know how we're going to do this, whether we're going to use the music blocks or whether we're going to use sounds. If you click on sound, Alright, click on... in fact, click on sounds. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, bottom left-hand corner, you've got your sound library sprite. And go to...
electric piano?
Yeah, click on electric piano, that's the one. Alright, play it and see what it sounds like. Click on the play button at the bottom. You can use that for now, I guess.
Okay.
Code. Click on code, yeah. So do play sound, yeah. Alright, you're going to want to add an event in there as well. So when sprite clicked,
Keyboard.
okay. So click on the block to see if it works. If you just click on it, yeah.
So then, would I wanna change costume then?
Yeah, click on costumes and see if there's more than one available. Click on costumes at the top.
Yeah.
No, just click on costumes. All right. So there's actually two available. So what does the other one? All right, excellent.
So.
Yeah, go to looks.
Switch costume to keyboard B.
All right. Well, that one will go above the play sound block, wouldn't it? All right.
Yeah.
Move that one above. All right, and then add the same block in again. No. It needs to be costume B. It needs to be costume B. Okay, so now move the looks block in to move it back to costume A. Switch costume to keyboard A.
Okay. I'm forgetting.
Yeah, can I do it?
Okay.
Don't worry about it. There we go. So switch, yeah, there you go. Costume A. So, when sprite is clicked, switch costume to keyboard B. Play sound, and then switch back to costume A. Okay. Alright, and you can see that just above the keyboard, you can see those vibration signs. So what else is there?
Could we add like a dance?
When the sprite clicked, set piano to... Okay, so I think there was actually music ones, wasn't there? So click on music.
Yeah. Wait,
set instrument to... do you know what? So, and I think it's one of the things you're going to find with Scratch and just coding in general. There's different ways to do stuff. So we'll just move that block down for now. So when the sprite is clicked, set piano, set instrument to piano.
It would be...
Alright, so play note 60 for 0.25 seconds. So again, if we click on the sprite again, okay, cool. And we can still add those costume sprites in. Sorry, the costume blocks. Alright, so if we add those in, click on the
comments as well.
Don't worry about the comments though. Alright, what else have we got? So it's saying play note 60. So what if we click on it, we get a little drop down. Ben, if you look, get a little drop down. So, could we add multiple ones in? So, we start off, we'll set that to 60, and then we'll set the second one to 62, and then we'll add the next one in as 64. So now we've pressed the code block. So we could add them all in, couldn't we?
Yeah.
66.
65.
67.
So if you press all of them, then it'll make...
And you can do things like you can change the duration of the tone. So this second one should be longer. Alright. What does it say? It says your instruments don't have to be realistic though. For example, you could make a piano made out of muffins.
Piano made out of muffins?
Okay, so we quickly add some muffins. Go to the sprite library. You having a little sing song?
Yeah.
Alright, so there's a muffin.
I think you can shrink the sprites a bit.
And if we go, so when sprite clicked.
That could actually be a drum.
I think that's the idea, yeah. It's a muffin that's a drum. Okay, so when sprite clicked, sound. We're going to go to music. So play instrument. What other instruments have we got? We've got guitar. So we could make a muffin sound like an electric guitar.
A muffin sound like an electric guitar.
I don't actually think it's doing anything there, is it?
I think it would be wait 1 second.
So trombone. I can't hear anything.
The muffin's not compatible.
Alright.
What if it was wait 1 second? Or what if you put wait 1 second before?
Do you know what it is? Sorry. Play note. So if we go... So they need to be used in conjunction with each other, don't they? So electric guitar. And then... Here you go. So if we're using these set instrument blocks, we need to make sure that we're using set instrument 2 and then play note for the duration of beats. So what other ones have we got? We've got trombone. And we've got steel drum. So now the muffin, if we click on the muffin, it sounds like a steel drum. And if we just quickly add a costume in, so we're gonna just add some lines in. So there you go, there's costume 2. Go back to the code. And we go to the looks blocks. So switch costume to muffin B. And we put another block in, switch costume to muffin A. So now...
What does it... Why is it like going backwards?
There you go. Is that a good muffin. Okay, so you can use more sprites from the library, and you can also paint your own sprites. Okay, so I'll just quickly do that. So, what should we draw?
Symbols.
Symbols. What do symbols look like?
They're like almost like the lids of pots.
Okay. Okay, and can we colour it in too if we use the colouring block?
You would have to close off the lines if you were using paint bucket.
So we want it to be yellow, don't we?
Yeah.
There we go.
Like almost gold.
Yeah, fill. There you go. So that's filled. And it's a pretty bad looking symbol, but if we want to change the size, if we go here and we choose size 25 and enter.
I think that's pretty small.
And there you go. So if we add a sound to the symbol that we just created, so events, and sprite clicked, music, play drum. So what did you say? It's a symbol.
Symbol.
Do we get a symbol option in here?
Wait, go up.
There's not.
Symbol.
Symbol.
CYMBAL. Symbol.
Where's that? I must be blind.
CYMBAL. Crash symbol.
Oh.
Number 4.
Sorry, I am. Alright, so. Okay, so. Do you want to go through and just click on all the instruments? And the cymbal. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for this session. We did intend to do 2 projects. We were going to do Rock Band and Chatbot. I majorly underestimated the amount of time it would take us to do this. Hopefully you've had fun doing Rock Band with me and Ben. Let us know how it's gone. If you want to share your projects with us via social media, get your mum or dad to post them. We'd like to see what you've done. So the intention is we're going to do 1 session a week. So we'll be back next week. Follow us on Facebook. Give us a sub on YouTube, and then you'll receive alerts. Yeah, like the video. That's the one. All of the projects that we use at Code Club in the libraries are available on raspberrypiprojects.com. We've actually got links on our website, wirralcodeclub.org. And if you scroll down to near the bottom, all the resource links are there. So for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be doing Scratch. But over the coming months, we're going to